Hello and welcome to another edition of Make It With Me Monday. Today we are going to make this PhotoPlay Folio 3. We're going to decorate it with PhotoPlay Christmas cheer paper. This is a fun album. The left side has a waterfall that stays in place with a magnetic closure, and then the opposite side, the right side, has another magnetic closure. This top page flips up with pocket. Then this opens pages to the left and then pages to the right. So there's a lot of places for beautiful pictures and journaling your Christmas memories. So if you would like a kit for this, they are available. I think they're a real bargain at $25. We have a good amount in stock right now, and we can get more to replenish. The kit includes all the papers that you'd need, the folio base, stickers, and the magnets. So now that you've seen the sample, let's get started. This is what the packaging looks like for the folio. It comes with directions that they're pretty self-explanatory, I think. I went ahead and adhered my score tape ahead of time, just so you wouldn't need to watch me doing that. You will be watching me add some score tape here and there to the pockets that we're making. So this is the first step. This is the outside cover. They do a wonderful job with the scoring on these. And all we have to do is cut off the corner here right to the edge. Can you see where the score lines are? There's a score line here, there's a score line here. We're just cutting off the corner so when we fold this up and close it, we'll have that mitered area. And it doesn't have to be precise. That's why I'm just chopping along. I'm using 3/8 inch score tape today. You could use quarter also. Most of the areas where we have to add the score tape are about 1/2 inch, so 3/8 works perfect. Always remember when you're using score tape to burnish it with your bone folder after you apply it and before you remove the liner. That helps kind of seal the adhesive to the paper. And I already did all of my burnishing off camera. So now I'm going to start closing this up. I'm going to just peel off my tape and fold this over. You may notice here that I have the tape along the outer edges. That's how you want it. Now I'm just going to take my bone folder and run it over this to adhere the tape to the opposite side of the paper as well. If you make books, you know that score tape is the bomb. Okay, so that's our outside cover. We're already, this completes up to step 3 on the assembly of your folio. Now, this is step 4. This is the inside of the folio. I put my score tape on already. This is going to adhere right to the inside of this. It gives, you know, we have this additional layer here for added stability. That's its job in this project. So I'm going to flip this over and start peeling some tape. A little helpful hint is to not peel this all the way off. And I'll explain why. You can start adhering this without pulling your tape all the way, so you can make sure that you have everything lined up nicely before you press it down. What's really important in here is that that spine is lined up properly. Because we have the score lines on the outer side and on the inner one. So we want to just make sure that that's lined up. And straight. Okay, so now, like I said, I can pull the rest of this tape off, and I'm in a good spot. I'm just going to reach up under here and start pulling the lengthwise tapes that are going to go along the spine. Now you can see here I put a piece of tape to the left of the spine and then another one to the right of the spine, right of the score, I should say, on the spine. And I have a little bubble inside here that I'm going to try to pop, pop, pop. There we go. Okay, so this is the outside. We can start building the inside. So remember, on this left side, we're going to have the waterfall. So I adhered my score tape. And so the first layer of our waterfall is going to start at the top here, okay? So I'm going to peel my tape. So now the next piece for your waterfall, this scored line is going to line up with the edge of this piece. So that's how they line up. And then you can see down here how it's already starting to look somewhat like the waterfall. So a little tip that you can use for trying to keep these straight, because they can be challenging, is to get yourself lined up, open up your waterfall, your piece that you put in already, and then have your second piece line up left and right like I have here. And I have the score line lined up. On the base, and I'm just going to peel my tape and lay this down. And we'll go for 3. Here's the last one. So we have our waterfall on this side. This is the piece that is going to flap up over the waterfall. So I have some score tape on it already. And this one we're going to want to center left to right and line it up with the bottom of our book. Now we're going to move on to the opposite side here, the right side. And this is the flap that opens top to bottom. So I have a whole bunch of score tape on this one, since that's a rather large flap. And now we will place the bottom magnetic closure on the right side. So this right side has pages that open to the left and open to the right. I already assembled one set ahead of time, and now I'm going to show you how to assemble. So you have your score tape on the margin of each one of these. And now we're going to fold the papers so the score tape edge is away from us. We're going to take 2 pages. I'm going to pull the score tape partially on this, off of this one, the liner off of this one, and then I'm going to line this up. Okay, so we have 2 pages here. And now we'll line up the second page to the third page. So I think this is easier to do having the papers stand up than be flat on your work surface. So my left side pages can go in here. Right next to the spine here. So hopefully you can see that I'm now going to line up the top edge here of my pages. So see, we have our folio already built. Not too tough, huh? Now, before we start decorating, we need to put our magnets on. So if you kind of rub these together between your fingers, you can get them separated. And then I try to spread them out on the table so they don't find one another right away again. A great way to put your magnets on is with glue dots. I have to apologize to Adhesives by 3L because I'm using glue dots as a universal term like Kleenex, but these are actually adhesive dots from 3L. So it doesn't matter a great deal where you place these, as long as they're, they don't have to be like perfectly centered or anything like that. So I have this magnet down. How am I going to know where to put the other magnet? Well, they will find each other.
Fine.
So I have one magnet down. I'm going to place the other magnet on top of it. I'm going to take away my liner on my glue dot. And then I'm going to close it. So now we have one on each piece and they find each other and kiss and close up and life is grand. Okay, so now I'll place that magnet on that side. with its buddy. Take the liner off, ta-da! Okay, now we can start decorating. There's in the kit, there's instructions that have a great cutting diagram. So I cut all my papers first, and then I tried to group them together in the order that I would need them. So this is our outside cover. Since this isn't really mechanical on the front, I'm just going to use tape runner. There will be a white border all around. I know I'm going off camera, but I can't, I need to be a little bit closer to myself to make sure that I'm on the straight and narrow. So this piece here is the spine. I did score it, and I'm using score tape for this piece just because it does move. So I'll peel off a little bit of the adhesive and line this up to my scored line. I put a piece of score tape in the middle here so I can keep wrapping around. And I have one last piece over here. So we have our outside almost complete. There's a cut apart here that was layered on a piece of black paper that we cut. And we're just going to use foam adhesive to lift that up. You're going to overlap the spine a little bit. Now the front's done. We have a strip of paper here that covers up the inside spine. And since that doesn't move, I'm going to use the tape runner again. This is a cut apart that is going to be on the outside of this flip. There's the other cut apart for that one. And the insides here are the plaid paper. I wanted to make sure I got those, as much of the magnets covered up as I could. So now we are going to start with the waterfall. These pages too have a white border all around. I'm going to put all my papers down first, and then we'll come back and put our stickers. Did you see that, how I almost put that paper on upside down? We're actually making a little pocket on this page. I'm going to cut my score tape so it's a little bit, I cut it in half so it's thinner. So see, I just put some score tape here on the edges and some on the bottom. I love pockets and little tuck spots. Here she goes almost upside down again. That would just be a crazy upside down page. So I've run myself out of tape runner. I'm just going to keep going here. I'm just tacking this down to keep going. I don't read music, so I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Hopefully. Okay, so this striped paper goes on the back here. And we have a little pocket to make here. And there's a little cut apart that's gonna go in that pocket. And that's ready for our stickers. Now let's move on to this side. So I like how we made the most out of this paper for this project. And here's what I mean by that. This is what's going to decorate the right side of this flap. The left side is a pocket. And so see, this doesn't need to fill up the whole panel. Oops. So that's our little pocket there, and a little cut apart can get tucked in there. So moving right along. We're going to start on this left side. The front. Inside. And then this was a little cut apart that will be a little corner tuck spot. Be really cute if you rounded the corner of that. I might go back and do that at some point. here's a little cute something. This is one of our cut-aparts. So we just folded it in half. And tear that toward the edge. So there you can write your little Christmas wish list. So here's another page that we are going to be able to economize on. So we're going to use part. And then this right edge is going to be a pocket. And there's a cute little paper to tuck in there. And we have a piece of this paper that was cut just about 4 by 6, so that can go toward the top edge. And then it's pocket time again. Now I don't have to worry about this one being upside down yet because it's just black paper. So just bear in mind that here I'm not putting a lot of adhesive on here because I don't want to spend a whole great deal of time of yours having you watch me put adhesive down. So this plaid piece covers the inside. And now we'll move on to this side. So before we adhere this down, we're gonna make a little tuck spot on here. So I'm going to add a little tape. So I added a little tape to this edge there. So I'm going to place my black paper down. I'll put another little piece of tape along the bottom edge. And then I'm just gonna trim this even with the edge of my paper. So there's that little tuck spot. That's a little piece we cut off from the cut apart. So cute. Taking this snowflake paper and making another pocket. And then here's a cute little wagon full of gifts that can tuck in there. Once again, don't scold me if I'm not putting the music paper on there correctly. Left edge will be a pocket. And there's another cut apart. Let your heart be bright that can tuck in there. And that's the last piece. So now we just have to decorate a little bit with some of the stickers. There's some fun little tips and tricks that we do with the stickers as well. I'm gonna take this snowman here and we're gonna make him a little tuck spot. You know, since it's a sticker, if I just left this as it is, it would stick all the way down and I wouldn't be able to have a tuck spot. But you can just take your powder tool and powder along the one edge that will be to the right of the book. And now it's not sticky anymore. So we had a little snowman, and we'll put the Let It Snow sticker, and like I said, there's a little tuck spot here. If you want to just put your picture, tuck your picture into there, that's great. Now on this one, we'll put 'Tis the Season. And a little poinsettia. And we're gonna leave these just the way they are so we can put photos on them. We're gonna take this coat and give it the powder treatment. You don't have to be real aggressive with this when you're doing this. If you're too rough, you're just gonna smash the bristles down and you'll have tons and tons of powder in there, but it's not gonna wanna come out for you. So there's our little tuck spot for that little guy. And on the space, we're gonna put this truck. So the left side is finished. And just put a little sticker here, jingle, jingle, jingle. And we'll put Santa up here. A little sticker that says Santa's Airmail. We're gonna make another snowman that can have tuck spots. And we'll put Christmas memories sticker right there. right along the center here. I'm gonna put, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." And then I'm gonna take this snowflake sticker and place it on the front. And we're gonna open this up and place Peace on Earth on the inside. So that's just gonna cover that up. Okay, down on this black pocket, we're gonna put the Christmas Tree Farm sticker. And we have this pretty cut apart that can go inside there. On the inside, we can put the spanner. Fits nice in there. And that is it. Whoop, I didn't close it up right. Still not. All right, everybody all aboard. So there's the finished folio. One thing that I'd like to mention is that you have enough black scrap left that you could cut little strips to cover these white pieces up. You could do that at the bottom there, at the top here, you know, also on the inside here. It would just look a little bit more finished, I think. And you have plenty of stickers left here that once you put your photos in there, you can place these where they look pleasing to you as well. So I hope you enjoyed this project. I think it has tons of places for you to put your Christmas memories. If you'd like a kit, they are available. There's a link at the bottom you can click on. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.